Hello everyone, I am Dr. Lalit Kumar Gupta, working in Krishna Engineering College, Ghaziabad, Applied Science Department. I welcome you in my video lecture series Relativity. Today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic which is given by Albert Einstein in 905. In 905, Albert Einstein proposed four new assumptions. One of them is length contraction, second is a time dilation, variation of mass with velocity, and space-time is no more separate, this type of assumption. So today we are going to discuss one of them assumption, length contraction. Okay, so as per the assumption of Einstein, length will be contracted moving toward the direction only. Point to be noted here, length will be contracted moving toward the direction, not perpendicular direction. But which factor? So in our last lecture, in our Lorentz transformation, we already discussed the factor which is responsible for the length contraction, time dilation, variation of mass with velocity, and so many other phenomena. The factor is under root 1 minus v square upon c square. So this is the main factor which is responsible for the length contraction, time dilation, variation of mass with velocity, and so many other phenomena. Now today we are going to discuss how to affect this particular factor in our length contraction. And we already discussed this whole chapter is totally based on high energy physics. So here we discuss the anything on behalf of the high energy physics. V is near about C. Point to be noted, V is near about C. So what happened when a body move with very high speed? Anybody, when body move with very high speed relative to an observer, then it appeared to be contracted by a factor under root 1 minus v square upon c square in the direction of motion only, not perpendicular direction, and so this particular effect is called time dilation. So what is the proper length? Here is the proper length. The length is proper length is the length when we measure in the rest position at any type of frame of reference. Okay, so now we start the derivation how to calculate the length contraction formula. So we need generally two frame of reference. Here the two frame of reference S and S dash. As usual, S dash is moving with v velocity in positive x direction as compared to S, where S is the stationary state. Okay, this particular assumption is common for each and every type of derivation, either length contraction, time dilation, variation of mass velocity. In every derivation we need two frame of reference. One frame of reference is moving with v velocity in positive x direction, and second one is the stationary state. Because we are study the relative motion, that's why we are taking two frame of reference. Now suppose the rigid rod of proper length, here is the proper length. Rigid rod of proper length is placed its length parallel to the x-axis in moving frame S dash. Okay, now suppose the x1 dash, here look at x1 dash and x2 dash to be the x coordinate of this part two end of the rod in frame S dash. Okay, so what is the proper length? So the proper length in the frame of reference S dash. Proper length, how much proper length in frame S dash? So the proper length will be L naught x2 minus x1 dash, x2 dash minus x1 dash. Okay, the proper length in frame of reference S dash measured by observer O dash. Here is the observer O dash who measured the length of the rod What is the proper length? Proper length is the length where the rigid rod will be observed or measured by the observer at rest position. That is called the proper length. At the same time, suppose this proper length will be observed by the stationary observer, because this is the moving state. Okay, as this is moving with v velocity, and that particular moving state, the observer O days observe this particular rod. So the apparent length measured by observer O in frame S. So the x1 is the coordinate of the one point and x2 is the coordinate of the second end point as observed by the observer O. So length will be L is equal to x2 minus x1. So this is the second equation. So we have already calculated the proper length and apparent length. Now with the help of Lorentz transformation, from Lorentz transformation equation, we already know that x dash is equal to x minus vt under root 1 minus v square upon c square, because we have already x dash and x1 dash and x2 dash. So we need the Lorentz transformation equation x dash. So convert the x dash into the x1 and x2 dash form. So x1 is equal to x1 dash is equal to, this one is x1 minus vt under root 1 minus v square upon c square, and x2 dash is equal to x2 minus vt under root 1 minus v square upon c square. So substitute this value x1 and x2 in equation number first. Substitute the value of x1 dash and x2 dash in equation first. So now substitute the value. L naught is equal to x2 is equal to x2 minus vt under root 1 minus v square upon c square minus x1 minus vt under root 1 minus v square upon c square. So calculate this particular equation. We got it x2 minus x1 upon under root 1 minus v square upon c square, and x2 minus x1 is equal to L. So this equation is L upon under root 1 minus v square upon c square. So the length contraction formula is L naught is equal to L under root 1 minus v square upon c square. So L is equal to L naught under root 1 minus v square upon c square is our length contraction formula. So we observe that the length will be appeared. This is the appeared length. The length will be appeared by the factor under root 1 minus v square upon c square. So they has proved that the length will be appeared due to the factor, the original length. The original length will be appeared contracted by the factor under root 1 minus v square upon c square. So this is our formula for length contraction, and now we summarize that only length will be contracted moving toward the direction, not perpendicular direction. When we calculate any type of numerical problem where suppose the length suppose the any rigid body is moving, suppose 0.8 c, okay, velocity, and with the angle of 60 degree angle with direction of motion. Suppose here is our any type of example. Here is the x direction and the rod moving with 60 degree in x direction. So how to calculate? We have x component and y component. Okay, this one is the cos theta and this one is the sin theta. So where we are calculated in the form of cos theta and sin theta, this particular equation is called Lx is equal to L naught cos theta under root 1 minus v square upon c square. But as per the assumption of our theory, only the moving toward the direction will be affected, not perpendicular direction. So here when we calculate the numerical problem in perpendicular direction Ly, we take only sin theta, not we conclude the under root 1 minus v square upon c square, because in perpendicular direction there is no any type of effect under root 1 minus v square upon c square. So only with the help of Lx and Ly we can calculate the numerical problem also. So in next part we will discuss the numerical problem related to the length contraction. Thank you so much.